Welcome back to Sports Edge. It's an honor to have Randy Couture here. A lot of fame through MMA. You're an actor now. Boy, you seem to be a busy guy. What are you doing in Connecticut?
We have Bellator 140 tomorrow night at the Mohegan Sun. All the best welterweights in the division competing. One title fight on the line. A great night of fights and some fireworks and title implications in the 170-pound class.
You had a lot of success in the ring, but you haven't been in the ring in a while. Do you miss it at all?
No, I think I made a good decision. It's one of those rational decisions that I made 4 years ago. I had to kind of come to terms with letting go of competition, being realistic about where I stood in the division, and was I going to be the best guy in my weight class anytime soon, which is why we all do this, to be the best. And the answer to that question was no, probably not.
You know, a lot of people look at the sport if they haven't watched it before. I know the first time I went to boxing, I was like, oh, it took me a while to get used to. Do you find that it takes a little while to get used to the fighting of MMA?
It does. People take a step back at first when they see it, especially with the ground fighting and the way that we fight. But I think once you realize that it's really, in all intents and purposes, tactical chess, kinetic chess, if you will, and you recognize the subtleties of the positions and the dynamics and all the discipline that goes into being a mixed martial artist, it's one of those sports that bite you.
It has bit society, and it seems like you got in it at the right time. It really took off.
You know, we were all worried there for a while that it might go away. There was a lot of backlash. Guys like Senator McCain and others, you know, were pounding on the sport, and they had their own reasons for doing that. There were attachments to boxing, and boxing felt threatened. And I think that forced us to run towards regulation. And I think that's all been good for the sport. The rounds, it's more understandable. You can understand the judging, the weight classes, all the things that have come about because of those regulations, and fighter safety, which is a huge issue. We've never had any serious injuries in our sport.
So you go from having your face bloodied, or bloodying faces, I should say.
You hope to be on the right end of that.
Right. To putting makeup on your face as an actor. How's that transition? How'd that happen?
Well, I had to do it a few times for commentating and different things through MMA. Certainly a little bit different to have to try and emote real things. I spent my life as an athlete trying to tuck all that stuff away so it didn't get in the way of competition, and now I've got to kind of find a way to relate to it and let it out on screen, and that's a little bit different animal.
Those your real teeth?
No, they've been kicked out.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, my last fight, fought for 14 years, had all my own teeth, and in my very last fight, my retirement fight, I got kicked right in the mouth and knocked the 4 front ones right out.
Have you ever beaten up a local sportscaster before?
No, but I'd kind of like to do it.
You want to take me? I'm a happy. Can I use this?
Foreign objects?
Yeah. Are they allowed?
Well, not really, but
These are the gloves here.
it's a 4 to 6 ounce striking glove, open fingers. So we have to be aware when we're punching and engaging in the striking. Like boxing is a thumb loop and closed fingers, so you don't get pokes in the eye. That occasionally happens on our sport.
Since you're afraid to fight me, will you put that glove on and just punch me in the arm? I want to see how hard you punch.
You want me to punch you in the arm? Oh my gosh. All right.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed, so you're going to get a lefty.
Right, in my left arm.
Ready? Yeah. In your left arm.
That's all you got?
Yeah. See.
Randy, thanks for the time, and we look forward to the event at Mohegan Sun.
Thanks. Going to be some great fights.